grandparents' house for a couple of days to look after my great-grandma, who is 97. She lives in the basement. She has a basement flat, and my grandparents take care of her 24/7 essentially, but they wanted to go on a little trip, get a little bit of vacation, so here I am. I'm taking care of her. I'm going to be hanging around the house, which is on an old apple orchard. It used to be an orchard, but I'll show you guys later. It's not much of an orchard anymore, which is very sad. But I'm excited to spend a couple days here. This place has been my second home growing up. It's very nostalgic to be here. I'm hoping to just get some writing done, some reading, to get a little bit of outside work done. There's a whole chore list, of course. Yeah, and just spend some quality time with my 97-year-old great-grandma. That'll be cool. So. Quite sad. My grandparents had a beautiful, luscious, thick apple orchard for 30 years, and then just this year they had to chop it all down, and now everything's dying. They've sprayed the grass with chemicals. Everything's just kind of got to go. It's fair because they're too old to maintain this place, and so it was time, but it's very sad to see this. So while I've been here at the farm, I've written a short children's story. Essentially, it's a sequel to Peter Pan. I've been thinking a lot about Peter Pan recently. I just watched the movie again with my fiance. I gifted a copy to one of my bridesmaids, and I've just been thinking a lot about growing up, I guess. Having just graduated university, being on the hunt for a job, getting engaged, getting married. It's like all of a sudden I've grown up and there's a lot to think about. And so I've just been kind of thinking about my childhood and how that's gone, but how it's good that it's gone. It's good to grow up. It's good to be moving on to this next stage. But it's also quite sad. And then I think about the kids in this world, in this country, that they grew up way faster than I did. I mean, I'm 22. There's a lot of kids who by the time they're 12, 13, they're acting and living as if they are 18 or 20, and I just think it's sad that childhood is something that we take for granted in our society. You know, kids are learning things they shouldn't be learning way too soon. Kids are doing things they shouldn't be doing way too soon. And it's kind of too bad. Kids should be kids. Kids should maintain some innocence, some imagination. But anyways, that's my little rant. And that's why I wrote the sequel to Peter Pan. It's kind of taking into account how today's generation of kids is very different than the generation of kids back when J.M. Barrie wrote it in the early 1900s, and back when Wendy Darling was a little girl. Her great-great-granddaughter is one of the central figures of this rendition of the story that I just wrote. And she's a very different character than great-granny Wendy. So, I don't know what I'll ever do with the story. I might consider doing a video narrative of it on this channel. I'll probably get my really creative artistic friend Kiera to illustrate it. And then who knows? I don't know if it's any good, but it makes my heart really happy. So, that is that. I've got to get back inside and find my great Oma.